Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to the Iriscented channel where we talk about all things fragrance. In today's video, we are going to talk about two perfumes from Orientica Perfumes. Orientica Perfumes is a Middle Eastern fragrance brand that is based in the UK, I believe. And this is the first time I'm going to have the privilege and pleasure of trying their perfumes because the brand so kindly sent me a PR package, which I am very thankful for. In today's video, I'll be talking about Wild Neroli and Imperial Gold from their Motif Collection. But before we get the show started, let's get the channel trailer out of the way. So this is my box of goodies, a very big box containing two perfumes that were so well packaged. If you haven't already seen it, I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Iriscented, so you can check me out after this video just to see the video that I put up of these two bottles when I received it. I did like a pre-unboxing kind of reel or short video for Instagram and TikTok, so you can check that out after this video. But anyway, these are the bottles that I intend to talk to you guys about today. This is Imperial Gold and this is Wild Neroli. And these, like I said, are from the Orientica Perfumes Motif Collection. Both bottles were released in 2021 and they are both 85 ml bottles. They are all the perfume concentration. So I'm just going to quickly unbox them and then we can talk about the scents. So I've got all the cellophane of the boxes down, so now I can delve into each scent and what the fragrance notes are and yada yada yada. But quickly before I do that, I just wanted to show you the boxes without the cellophane, right? This is like a reflective gold box. I like the shade of gold that is used here. I'm just not certain that I like the fact that it's that kind of material that you touch and it leaves, like, you know, fingerprints. So this is like the high maintenance version, you know, like it needs to be cleaned a lot just to make sure you don't leave any fingerprints, because I don't really like fingerprints on my bottles and boxes and all that. But minor problem. Is it even a problem? It's not really a problem. But this is my favorite. This is like a plastic material used for the box, but I like the matte feel, no fingerprints left whatsoever, and the color is really, I like the color too. So anyway, that's just about the packaging without the cellophane on, just so you can have a feel of, okay, not physically have a feel, but you can see what they look like without the plastic on, right? So anyway, let's talk about Wild Neroli. I'm really loving this color scheme going on, like the blue and silver. It just works. It just works for me. I really like it. It's really nice. And let's just take a look at what our bottle looks like. And they decided to go with the same color scheme for the bottle. Really nice, like similar color to the box, and I think that is a really cool feature to have. And like I said earlier, it's an 85 ml bottle that is printed on the bottom of the bottle. Really nice. I'm not sure I'm too enthused about the cap. It's not bad, but it just has that plastic feel, you know. And then there's the Orientica logo embossed or engraved at the top right here. But in terms of packaging, I would give this like a strong 7/10. This is really good. I like the color scheme. I like the font and everything. Really simple but classy. That's my vibe. So I really like this. Now let's talk about perfume notes for Wild Neroli. For the top notes, we have bergamot, lemon, and petitgrain. For the middle notes, we have neroli and orange blossom. And for the base notes, we have amber, cedarwood, and max. Really simple note structure, if I should say, but what does this smell like? This is the moment of truth. What does this smell like? And I'm going to test straight on skin. I'm not even going to test on... Oh, nice atomizer sprays, a fairly decent amount. Oh my... Oh, lovely. This is like a clean, fresh, white floral scent. I love that burst of lemon in the opening. You have this really refreshing burst of lemon right in the opening. It's really refreshing. It's a little aromatic, a little woody. Let's let this air out a little bit. But so far, I'm loving what I'm smelling. This is really nice. It's a fresh scent, and usually I feel like fresh scents are almost similar in certain ways, but this feels a little unique to me. And as it's drying down, I feel like I can pick up like a slightly musky nuance in there. Not bad at all, not bad. And see the sheen that it leaves on my skin. I feel like it has like a decent amount of see, you see that my face is unfocused right now because I'm looking at myself, looking at my hand. Not even part of the review, but let's move on. I feel like it has like a decent amount of oil in here. Let me just test my suspicion. Is this suspicion? If it's a suspicion, it's a good suspicion, because that means that it's got some really quality juice in here. Usually when you have like a lot more oil in the fragrance, you know it's going to last long, and that's really a good thing, because usually I feel like fresh fragrances, you know, they come in like eau de toilette or cologne versions, and those don't really last the longest in terms of, you know, fragrances. But anyway, these are all the perfume versions, and from what I'm seeing right now, I feel like they would really last longer than your regular what's it called, fresh fragrance, right? But at the same time, today is my first impression video, so I'm going to test this over the week and leave my final verdicts on Instagram and TikTok, so be sure to look out for that. But so far so good. Let me just leave this on the box right here so that I don't mistake it with the Imperial Gold when I finally test that out. But yeah, so far I'm loving it. This has like I said, it's a fresh scent, it's a little aromatic. Yeah, I feel like it has like a slight musky nuance in the background. It's not really pronounced, but it's right there in the background. And when I first sprayed it, I had this really refreshing burst of lemon right in the opening, but now it's sort of dialing down a little bit. So we have Wild Neroli out of the way, and now we are going to talk about Imperial Gold. And let's see, so far I'm loving what I smells with Wild Neroli. Let's see what I think about this as well. And again, this is going with the gold packaging for the box, so same design for both the box and the bottle. And this is also going to be a high maintenance bottle. Gives me a little bit of work, but I mean, I love the shade of gold that is used here. I'm really quite particular about gold when it's used for bottles, you know, because some can be really quite loud and fake looking. So I like the types that, like, you know, come across as like, you know, close to the gold, actual gold shade, you know, is really lovely. What I don't like, and I'll be honest about that, is the fact that the material is the kind that leaves prints. I've touched it, and so far I have left a million fingerprints on a bottle that I literally just took out of the box, and that doesn't make me too happy. But That's just a petty thing to note. You know, what matters is what it smells like. So we're going to talk about the perfume notes for Imperial Gold. For top notes, we have citrus, green lemon, and bergamot. In the middle, we have some lavender, jasmine tea, and violet leaves. And for the base notes, we have ambergris, sandalwood, and musk. And if I should be totally honest, I feel like this one has notes that I am more inclined to like, but since I haven't yet smelt it, I can't tell yet whether I'll definitely like this over Wild Neroli. And honestly, this is still pulling very strong on my on my left hand. So let's just spray this on my right and we'll figure out whether I like it or not. Spray. Oh, I really like the atomizers. It really diffuses like a decent amount of juice. And oh, this is giving, is this way more citrus than Wild Neroli in the opening? Tell you what, in Wild Neroli, the opening had more of a pronounced lemon vibe, but for Imperial Gold, it has more of like a blended citrus vibe. I don't know whether I'm explaining myself well. Still has the same amount of oil, I suspect, in the fragrance. So I'm guessing both fragrances are going to last longer than your regular, fingers crossed, are going to last longer than your regular fresh fragrances. But like I said, I'll test this out and put my verdict on Instagram. Now, what do I think about this fragrance? This is like, it's also a fresh scent, a little aromatic. It's giving like almost green herbal tea vibe. The tea vibe I'm getting in here is not like, it's not like a strong tea fragrance, but definitely has something that comes across like a tea fragrance. And I don't know whether it's the ambergris in here or the combination of ambergris and musk in here, but something about this comes across as a little bit more, a little animalic. And I feel like I'm getting a little, almost salty vibe. Okay, to be honest, I'm not, I feel like I'm confused. I don't know whether to go for Wild Neroli, because when I first sprayed that, I was really, it was like the opening note was like a punch, and it really caught my attention right from the onset. When I sprayed this, it felt like a familiar scent, but now that it is like, you know, developing on my skin, I feel like it's exposing layers upon layers upon layers. And I love fragrances that, like, you know, are like, they are not, you know, easy to figure out. You smell it and then like it develops and develops. And that's the vibe I'm getting with Imperial Gold. Hands down, not your everyday fragrance, you know. To be honest, it's not a fragrance that I would classify as generic. I don't think it's a scent that like really, it's not like a scent that you can pick up almost anywhere, but at the same time, it's something about Imperial Gold is reminding me just a little bit of Silver Mountain Water by Creed. And I love the fragrance, by the way, so I don't know whether to say I love this or I love Wild Neroli. To be honest, if I had to choose based on first impressions, like when you spray first, what you pick up on the scent, I would have said that, oh, most definitely I'll pick Wild Neroli. But now that this is developing, I feel like I'll choose this. And there's something slightly soapy about this as well. This is like that fresh, soapy, clean scent. It's a little aromatic, like I said. It's giving fougere vibes. It's giving like a slight green herbal nuance as well. To be honest, before I smelled this, I wasn't really expecting anything massive or wow, because I saw the notes and I was thinking, oh, two fresh fragrances, right? What could possibly be different? But I'm super impressed with how well blended both fragrances are. I'm super impressed, especially with Imperial Gold, because of the it's not extremely complex, but it feels like it has some more depth to it, a little more complexities. Like something about it feels more intriguing, because you feel like, oh, you figured it out, and then it hits you with something new, it hits you with something new. Because when I first sprayed it, I just got like, you know, citrus, like a blend of citrus, and I was like, oh, right, of course it's a fresh fragrance. But then it's aired down a little bit, and I'm getting a little animalic vibe, I'm getting a little fougere vibe, I'm getting, honestly, I wasn't expecting to pick up anything salty in here, but there's a salty vibe right in the background. Like it's not so obvious, but it's there in the background. And it also feels like it has a soapy vibe as well, not like your normal everyday soap, you know. Like this is like a gentleman's soap, you know. I'm not trying to talk I'm not trying to, you know, blow steam up your ears. That was my version of a very naughty phrase, by the way, but anyway, I digress. Anyway, so this is just my 5 cents or my 2 cents on Wild Neroli and Imperial Gold from the Motif Collection of Orientica Perfumes. And I've got Wild Neroli here on my left, and I've got Imperial Gold here on my right. And I must say that it's so difficult to choose between the two. Wild Neroli here is a fresh fragrance, a little woody, a little aromatic, straight to the point, really effortlessly classy. Imperial Gold, on the other hand, has some more depth to it. It's also a fresh fragrance, also has some aromatic nuance going on, but in addition, it has like a fougere herbal green nuance to it. It also has some animalic nuance to it as well. These are both eau de perfume versions, like I said, so I believe they would last a little longer than the regular everyday fresh fragrance, right? But again, I'm choosing my words with caution, because this is the very first time I'm spraying them. I don't know how well they would perform, so I'm going to test them out for that and let you guys know what I think. And if you've watched up until this point, I've got some good news for you. If you are in the UK, then you can get free shipping for any orders over £40. And if you are in the EU, then you can get free shipping for any orders over £150. So there you have it. This is the end of my review of Wild Neroli and Imperial Gold from Orientica Perfumes. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. I love you guys. Take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.